let's talk about choices. Every decision, big or small, has a measurable effect on our lives in some way or another. There are some choices, however, that leave a bigger impact than others. This is the story of why I'm one decision away from everything changing in my life, and it all starts with my last video. 6 months ago I uploaded the video getting my life back together again. And you know what? It worked, and I felt awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
Until...
Wait!
this happened. So what do I do now? On the outside it seemed like everything was going perfectly. I slowly started to earn money through freelancing, I just got into a relationship after years of being single. I traveled more than I've ever had before, but the truth is, I don't know what on earth I'm doing. Turns out getting your life back together again doesn't necessarily mean that you know what you want to get out of life. Am I really asking myself what the meaning of life is right now? I actually think I am. I wasn't joking, by the way. I really don't know what I'm doing. And to be honest, I'm not happy. On paper, I appear as just another lost 20-year-old, but it wasn't supposed to be like that. I had my whole future planned out. Okay, it wasn't that dramatic. When I was around 15 years old, I dreamt of being my own boss one day and starting some kind of business. But you know, life happens. My dad got sick when I was 16, died when I was 18, and not even a year later, the pandemic hit. It just felt like the whole world wanted me to be forever unhappy. But there comes a point after a long time of feeling sorry for yourself where you just need to accept what happened and try to build yourself up again. And I think I'm finally at that point where I'm ready to do that. So I think it's time to get real. Life is not fair, but it doesn't give you an excuse to not take responsibility for your life. For years now, I've been running on autopilot and letting myself go. Now that doesn't mean that absolutely everything sucks, but what it does mean is that I've lost track of my values and my goals. And if I don't make this decision today, it might just ruin me. I see two possible futures, two paths I could take, two different lives I could live, and it all depends on this one choice. So, which one will it be? You know, the choice really isn't that easy. Come on. You know it is. Go on, tell them. What's this choice you're making this whole video about? Okay, let's do this. So today is the deadline for me to decide whether I want to quit my dream university. Let me explain. When I first found out about my study program, I thought that this was it. Turns out, it's not exactly what I thought it would be. In reality, it's just way too theoretical. That's the gist of it. I don't feel like I'm learning anything practical. I don't feel like I'm learning much to provide value to the world. And truth be told, whenever I go there, I feel miserable. But you know, it's just the path you take. You graduate from high school, you go to university. It just feels like the only logical choice for me. And it's really making me rather sad. I think that's the best way to put it. It's just... it's sad. So what do I do now?
Do I have what it takes?
In movies, there are countless stories of the protagonist stepping out into the unknown and having the adventure of his lifetime. Unfortunately for us, life is not a scripted movie where a happy ending is guaranteed. The real world isn't so kind to people who blindly follow their heart. What would you do in my situation? The problem is I'm just too stuck in my routine. I wake up, I go to school, I come home without energy and watch YouTube for the rest of the day. There's no way to live. I should know better. What is it that makes me feel alive? That is the question, isn't it? What is it that makes us feel alive? I certainly don't have the answer. I'm 22 years old. I don't have any idea about any of this stuff. That's why I'm in this situation. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me say it again. I don't know what I'm doing! Now that felt good. Does anyone ever truly know what they're doing? There are people I look up to, of course, that seem to have it figured out. Those people are determined. They are charismatic, they don't like to sit around, but most importantly, they are leaders. That's who I need to become, a leader. Growing up as an introvert, it would often just take one loud person in the room to silence me, even if I have something good to say. I value education. I don't want to be a fool. I've seen the statistics. I know that my chances of success are high if I stay in university. But that's what's so difficult about this choice. Yes, I want to be courageous. Yes, I want to be a leader and feel alive. But this isn't a movie, this is real life. Maybe it's worth it to be depressed for a couple of years so you can have more security later on in life. But that goes against everything I stand for. When my dad got sick when I was 16, I realized how important your health is. That includes both mental and physical health. Yet here I am saying the exact opposite. Why does it have to feel so black and white? Go to university and win, don't go and lose. I know I have the skills and experience to bring value to people because I learned it, not from school, but from real life. There has to be another way. Yes, I've got to find another way. Life? It's a funny word, isn't it? Sure, if you look in a dictionary, you'll find a definite answer to what it means. But ask 100 people, and you get 100 different answers. There's so many paths to take. How would anyone know what the right one is? So I've decided to pause my study program. I don't have to quit, this is actually an option, so I can try my best, and if it doesn't work out, I can go back in 2 years and start where I left off. Yeah.